5 plane crashes. Real events. Real lessons. Some aviation disasters begin long before the aircraft ever leaves the ground.
For the crew, this flight was routine, approved, expected, familiar.
Cargo flights carry loads that demand absolute precision. From the cockpit, everything felt normal.
The takeoff roll began exactly as expected. No alarms. No warnings.
For a brief moment, the flight looked perfect. Then, physics intervened.
As the nose rose, airspeed began to disappear. Lift depends on speed, and speed was vanishing.
Seconds after liftoff, the aircraft began climbing far more aggressively than intended.
With the center of gravity too far back, the pilots had no authority left. Inside the aircraft, the cargo did what physics demanded.
The aircraft had reached a point of no recovery.
The flight lasted less than a minute.
There was no mayday call, no chance to react.
Investigators quickly ruled out mechanical failure.
The cause was cargo that broke free during takeoff.
Flight 102 changed cargo aviation forever.
At cruising altitude, danger is supposed to be impossible.
Malaysia Airlines Flight 17 departed like hundreds of other long-haul flights that day. The aircraft climbed smoothly toward its assigned cruising altitude.
Far below the aircraft, conflict was already unfolding.
The route was legal, approved, and actively used by commercial airlines.
Inside the cockpit, nothing was wrong. Without warning, a surface-to-air missile was launched.
Flight 17 was destroyed instantly at cruising altitude.
The aircraft was flying inside approved airspace at an approved altitude.
Air traffic control watched the aircraft vanish from radar. Wreckage rained down across miles of countryside. Investigators quickly ruled out mechanical failure. The aircraft had been shot down by a surface-to-air missile.
The failure was not in the cockpit, it was systemic.
After Flight 17, airlines stopped assuming altitude meant safety. Flight 17 proved that safety decisions extend far beyond the cockpit. Sometimes, the most dangerous moment of a flight is the one pilots believe is fully under control.
The weather was clear, visibility was perfect, nothing was working against the crew.
The Boeing 777 was one of the most advanced aircraft ever built.
The crew believed the automation was controlling speed. With
the key landing system unavailable, the crew switched to a visual approach.
As the aircraft slowed, the margin for recovery disappeared.
Only seconds before impact did the crew realize the aircraft was dangerously slow.
Jet engines respond in seconds. The aircraft needed them instantly.
The aircraft broke apart in full view of witnesses. Survival now depended on seconds.
The tail struck the seawall just short of the runway.
Despite the chaos, many passengers survived.
The crew believed the automation was protecting speed. It wasn't.
Investigators found no mechanical failure.
The crash exposed a growing gap between technology and understanding.
Training standards changed worldwide.
Technology can assist pilots, but it cannot replace awareness.
What if the aircraft works perfectly, but the danger comes from within?
China Eastern Flight MU-5735 departed like any other domestic flight.
For over an hour, the flight was completely normal. Then, without warning, everything changed.
Radar showed the aircraft diving almost straight toward the ground. This was not a loss of control. It was deliberate.
There was no distress call, no attempt to recover broadcast to the ground.
All 132 people on board were killed instantly.
All 132 people on board were killed instantly.
The second dive was even more violent than the first.
For a moment, the aircraft appeared to recover. Then it plunged again.
The wreckage pattern revealed extreme impact energy.
Investigators found no evidence of mechanical failure.
What if the threat comes from the human, not the machine?
Isolation.
Why? Aviation safety expanded beyond engineering.
Flight data showed deliberate control inputs.
There is no sensor that can measure intent.
The industry acknowledged a new responsibility.
MU-5735 reminded aviation that safety also lives inside the human mind.
Some crashes give warnings long before the final impact. This was one of them.
Flight 8303 was a routine domestic flight from Lahore to Karachi.
As the aircraft approached Karachi, the situation began to quietly deteriorate.
The approach was unstable, but it continued.
During the first landing attempt, both engines scraped the runway.
Instead of stopping, the crew attempted to climb away. The engines would not survive it.
The engines, already damaged, began to fail almost immediately. Mayday, mayday, mayday. We've lost power. We require immediate assistance.
Only now did the crew declare an emergency.
With no thrust left, the aircraft became a glider.
The aircraft descended into one of the most densely populated areas of the city.
The investigation revealed a chain of basic procedural failures.
The investigation exposed deeper problems beyond a single crew.
The investigation exposed deeper problems beyond a single crew.
Flight 8303 showed how ignoring basics can turn a survivable situation into disaster.
Flight 8303 showed how ignoring basics can turn a survivable situation into disaster.